And I remember, like, I don't know if you know what his voice sounds like, but like, I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
We all saw it posted yesterday all over our social media pages. Cassie filed a lawsuit in New York City against Diddy.
Yikes.
She's claiming she was stuck in a decade-long cycle of abuse.
All right, let's discuss one of the most shocking revelations in the world of celebrities at the moment. When Sean Diddy shows up, he tells them that's a sign of success. One of the biggest scandals in Hollywood concerns wealth and celebrity. The former titan of the music business is presently serving a life sentence, and there are suspicions that he made a deal with the FBI to get out of it.
That he controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
More startling is the claim that Diddy is sharing details on some of the biggest names in entertainment, not just his own shady business practices. If the reports we're hearing are true, the ultimate betrayal and hundreds, if not more, of high-profile arrests could occur soon. So how did we end up here? Prepare yourself for an amazing story of secrets, betrayal, and a sector of the economy that might never look the same again. How did a man who hosted renowned parties and socialized with the biggest stars of the entertainment industry wind up in a cell?
The issue is, it seems as though he wants to kind of like exert power and dominance over people who don't really want.
Why is the entertainment business currently in a state of panic, fearing the next big thing? Let's talk about Diddy's arrest in September 2024 first. Despite the seriousness of the charges against him, which might have resulted in a life sentence, he was arrested at a Manhattan hotel. Allegations of conspiracy to commit racketeering were made, along with several other felonies. But after his arrest, the real drama started.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of
According to insiders, Diddy's attorneys had a tough talk with him, a talk that nobody in his shoes wants to hear, and told him that cooperating would be the only way to keep his life away from prison. His cooperation seemed to mean spilling the tea on everyone in his group, which we've seen him do. There is a notion that Day has been monitoring his alleged pals and connections for many years. Consider it. This man has spent decades at the top of the end, hanging out with the biggest names in show business.
Rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than
And
that.
throwing some of the wildest, most exclusive parties around. Sources claim that Diddy used those gatherings as an opportunity to gather dirt on folks in his immediate vicinity, rather than just having fun. We're talking about compromising documents that Diddy reportedly kept on hand for leverage, as well as covert cameras and recordings. Now that the FBI is pursuing him, it appears that he is utilizing that information to protect himself.
That clearly there is a criminal investigation underway and that they believe that there would be evidence of crimes in one or both of these homes.
And don't think that Diddy is the main focus of this. Hollywood was rocked by his arrest, and some of the biggest figures in the business, including Jay-Z, are mentioned. It's said that Stevie J and Cuba Gooding Jr. are entangled in this problem. To begin with, Jay-Z. Diddy and Jay have a lengthy history together, as is well known. They have long been friends, business partners, and rivals. According to sources, Jay may not have only been a guest at Diddy's notorious parties, but he may have regularly attended them. Diddy is allegedly in possession of very damning material on Jay, which might damage his reputation and get him in legal trouble.
Well, if he really was filming everybody, I mean, he had a lot of people at those parties, right?
And it extends beyond that. Stevie J, another close buddy of Diddy's for a long time, seems to be sweating bullets right now as well. He has been publicly endorsing Diddy, but rumors are swirling that he is on the list of people Diddy has with the FBI. Steve J might be in grave danger if D is really giving out all of his secrets, especially if he has a history of questionable behavior. Cuba is another option. Good morning, June. This is rather insane at the moment.
Now you got the Diddy situation where he jumps on a private jet, they say yesterday, and is on his way to the Cape Verde Islands.
New rumors suggest Diddy may have more Cuba information than just his legal issues. Remember all those glitzy parties with celebrities we've been hearing about? It appears that Cuba was a frequent visitor, and if the FBI finds out, Diddy may have some extremely damaging information about what went down there. If that happens, Cuba's current legal troubles could not even be the least of his worries. The problem is that, based on hearsay, Diddy has a much deeper connection to the FBI than just highlighting a few figures.
These are all allegations that have become shockingly familiar against Diddy in recent months, as he has faced lawsuit after lawsuit from women and men who have accused him of all manner of bad.
Rather than simply giving them the address of all the dirt he's accumulated over the years, see it like Pandora's box, where you never know who will be revealed once it's opened. Some insiders even assert that Diddy gathered this knowledge with the assistance of a vast network of people, which included party planners, security personnel, and aides. Although it sounds like something from an espionage movie, this is truly taking place at the moment. Clip. Several sources state that one of the most widespread stories is that Diddy blackmailed celebrities by using his parties as a tool of blackmail. Diddy invited the world's biggest stars to his lavish parties, where there was lots of alcohol, chaos, and wild behavior.
Everything that you're looking at, they're all tied in together. Every part, as crazy as it seems, as outrageous as it seems, it all ties in, every bit.
The guests had no idea that Diddy was rumored to have hidden cameras all throughout his properties, recording everything from private conversations to suspicious ones. Now that he's in trouble, it appears that he's prepared to give the cops all that information in exchange for a lighter punishment. Behavior you name it, he would utilize that tape to his advantage when the timing was right to close business agreements or discipline certain individuals. Even stranger, there are reports that some of the industry's greatest stars are currently in full-blown panic mode.
Replete with very, very serious and salacious allegations, including allegations that Combs had cameras throughout his...
It's a race against time, and no one wants to be the last person standing. According to whispers that some celebrities are trying to do their own deals with the FBI before the hammer falls. Rumor has it that certain celebs are attempting to flee the nation, while others are hurriedly calling their attorneys to try and get ahead of whatever is approaching. One insider said that a well-known actor has already left the country after the music stops, fearing that Diddy will bring them up in his testimony.
The legal troubles continue for Sean Diddy Combs tonight after a judge ordered the music mogul to pay $100 million to a Michigan man who says that he was sexually assaulted by Combs in '97.
According to court documents, Derek Cardello Smith says Combs drugged and then assaulted him during an after party at a Holiday Inn in Detroit. But Combs never responded to the lawsuit in court.
Another insider reports that several well-known music producers are hurriedly erasing any documentation that may connect them to D's more controversial projects. Hollywood is facing a severe crisis that it hasn't experienced in a long time. Let's talk about the agreement itself based on the rumors. Diddy layers have been talking with federal prosecutors non-stop. Assuming D fully cooperates, that is, gives them whatever they want, the life sentence he was previously facing could be avoided in favor of a considerably shorter sentence of perhaps 10 or 15 years, with the possibility of serving that time in a minimal security facility.
What is next? Is he going to be in jail in this facility until the trial begins? Is there a chance he could, get moved earlier than that?
As of this moment, as of this hour, as of today, yes. But of course, as I mentioned earlier, they're going to be appealing this thing next to the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn the judge's order here to try and get him actually released.
In other words, he'd get off very easily compared to what he was looking at previously. And that's a deal worth making for someone like Diddy. Some contend, nevertheless, that Diddy's decision to turn on his friends was driven solely by survival. Given that Diddy has spent his entire career staying one step ahead of the game due to instinct, it seems reasonable that he would do the same in this scenario, where he may lose everything, including his legacy, wealth, and freedom. Diddy appears to have decided that working with the authorities is his best avenue for escape, even if it means sacrificing his closest friends. Some, however, think there's more to the tale. A growing theory suggests Diddy has been getting ready for a while. Diddy has been secretly amassing as much power as he can in the hopes of being held eventually accountable. If this is true, Diddy has been meticulously preparing his escape plan from the start and isn't just reacting to his imprisonment, obtaining the information he knew he would need to shut down a business when the time came.
Stacey Schneider. And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
Many thousands of dollars and a great deal of prestige at stake. as well as some of the most influential people in the entertainment world, if the reports are to be believed. Diddy's partnership might have long-term effects on Hollywood and the music business. We might see the collapse of empires, the end of careers, and the discovery of long-kept secrets. The whole industry is now holding its breath, wondering if Diddy will actually follow through on his alleged agreement with the FBI. Will there be more high-profile arrests in the upcoming weeks? What matters most is who will get caught in the crossfire. There's little doubt about it, Diddy's involvement with the federal government is far from over, and the revelation of this information will probably rock the entertainment industry for some time to come. We've already discussed Diddy's arrest, his purported agreement with the FBI, and how his revelation of all the business secrets shocked Hollywood. But the real question is why now? Why is Diddy, who has been suspected of engaging in dubious activities for nearly 30 years?
So basically what that means is the money that they're saying Diddy has to start paying this guy on October 1st, right. Diddy's team is like, hold on, we need an emergency conversation about why this should not have been granted. And they awarded him a TRO, which basically meant that Diddy's team was not allowed to sell any property in that.
Suddenly handcuffed? The rumors are nothing new, really. This man's name has been associated with scandal and controversy for many years, but for a very long time, he appeared untouchable. A larger narrative may have been involved, or perhaps his stated misdeeds were not the primary reason for the arrest. Was it because he was too strong or independent, or is there another angle to the story? When all these secrets are revealed, how will the industry change? This narrative is far from over, so please leave your comments below with your ideas.